True life story. There was a kingdom called Zuwa in Africa. The king had 6 wives and 12 girls, but no boys. In this village there was a festival every year where people celebrated the king. On that day of the festival, as the people were dancing and drinking, the king saw a beautiful woman named Ease. Ease was such a beautiful woman that the king could not take his eyes off her. The king sent a guard and had the woman brought to him. Ease says, "Long live the king." King Zuma asks, "Who are your parents?" Ease says, "I am an orphan. I have no parents. I live alone on the river bank." King Zuma asks, "I want you to be my wife." The king married Ease. One day the king was very sad again, because he had no boy. He called all his wives. King Zuma says, "I need a male child to follow me. If any of you can give me an heir to the throne, I will give her half my fortune." After 7 months the first wife of the king and the last wife Ease were pregnant. After 9 months it was time to give birth. According to tradition, women had to go to their mother's land to give birth to their baby. But Ease had no one to go to. On the day of her trip, Ease started crying. "I have no one to go to," Ease said. She went into the forest and started wandering. The king's first wife brought a little girl to the world and she was very angry about it. She sent some bad men to look for Ease in the forest. Ease was very tired and she couldn't find anything to eat. She wandered around in the forest for 3 days, and then Ease gave birth to a baby boy. Ease was very tired and passed out. The bad men found Ease and swapped the baby. They left the little girl of the king's first wife next to Ease and brought the boy to the first wife. After 7 days the women went back home, and they presented the baby to the king. The king was very happy to see the little boy. The king celebrated the boy. People ate, drank, sang and danced. The king did what he promised. He gave half of his fortune to his first wife. Ease, the king's last wife, now felt all alone and poor. The other women always made fun of her. They gathered and told lies about Ease and even beat her up. One day, King Zuma became very ill and all the villagers were very worried about the king's illness. They tried every medicine in the country, but it didn't help. The king sent for the high priest and asked him to ask the oracle about the cause of his illness. The chief priest did as the king commanded him, and he consulted the gods. Chief priest said, "Gods of the land, I come before you. I want to know the cause of the king's illness." The oracle said the king should ask his first wife. "You have committed a heinous act. If she refuses to confess, she will die an ignominious death." The king's first wife confessed everything she had done to Queen Ease, the last wife of the king, including swapping their babies. The king banished the first wife from the land of Zuwa, and she was sent to the evil forest. The king apologized to Ease and they lived happily ever after.